What about Meghan and Harry? Because there are reports that Prince Harry, Meghan Markle and their children could be set to lose their royal titles if and when Prince William becomes monarch. Do you think that's what...
I do. I really do feel it will happen, and I think it's important to note that it won't be a revenge play by William. It's very much a reforming play, because when he's King William V, when his father passes on, he's the monarch, he's more aware than anyone, I think, that the monarchy and the royal family have to provide value to the taxpayer and also the Commonwealth as well. That it's not, we don't just keep the royal family because we've always had the royal family. They very much have to prove their worth, and he wants to really push aside anyone who's been freeloading or using their titles for commercial gain. And we know the late Queen had said to Meghan, forbade her from using the HRH title. And of course, Meghan's just blithely got ahead and done that and tried to commercialise it wherever she can. But it's a reform play by William. I think he just wants to keep it a very tight monarchy, but also he wants to reward the people who do actually do the work and do it quietly without any fanfare. Princess Anne is a perfect example of that.
And I think there'd be plenty of support to see Prince Harry and Meghan Markle lose those titles.
Well,
now, Meghan Markle's very short-lived podcast series, Confessions of a Female Founder, has picked up 2 honours in the annual Signal Awards for podcasting. So despite being really a flop, Meghan's podcast picked up 2 nods at the Signal Awards, and Confessions won a Gold Award in the Business People and Entrepreneurs Shaping Culture category of the Signal Awards, which aims to recognise meaningful podcasts. Surely there's some backlash to this decision.
Would think so.
But were you surprised? What did you make of it?
Well, I do feel that Meghan's building this empire of perception. It's not actually what the talent is. It's more the smoke and mirrors. I think she's very good at that. And I don't know how involved she was in the entry or who the other contenders were. I do feel a bit sorry for them, because no doubt there would have been probably some pretty talented people doing some podcasts, and sort of Meghan steamed in and won. But, it's a show that flopped. It vanished pretty quickly. So the fact that it's won an award, I think, sort of highlights what type of award that is, I would feel.
I mean, the podcast title itself, Confessions of a Female Founder, that's really what she's been so desperately trying to rebrand herself as.
She has. Yeah, but I don't remember any great... I don't remember any great tips or tricks that you could sort of pass on if you were a potential female CEO. It was all just waffle.
All waffle, 100%. Yeah. But there are reports that she's planning on moving into cosmetics. So this is part of her lifestyle brand as ever, and there are reports that she'll be trying to go down the cosmetics area. What more can you tell us about this?
Look, I would say this is probably true. I think if you want to make big money as a celebrity, you launch a makeup line, like serious money. It's not flower sprinkles or, little jars of jam or the things she's sort of been tinkering around the edges with. It's the Kylie Jenners and the Rihannas of this world who've become billionaires, producing their own makeup line. And there's been some Instagram posts which Meghan sort of dropped of her applying lipstick at her dressing table, and none of the labels of the products she's using are visible, which apparently, I've learned, is code in the beauty industry that she's about to launch her own sort of product. So she wants to sort of set the scene of someone who applies makeup and is a makeup expert and possibly would know how to do her face up. And has apparently also met with Chloe Marle, who's the new esteemed young editor of Vogue in New York. So she's trying to sort of, feather her nest in the makeup land. But I don't think Kylie Jenner or Rihanna have got anything to worry about for the time being.
No. I don't think they do. Louise Roberts, so wonderful to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.